The Philippines ranked fourth in terms of the most affected country by extreme weather. It is the home of wonders of the world and is along the Pacific Ring of Fire. Our country is between Eurasian and Pacific plates where there is a large number of earthquakes and volcanic eruptions. Furthermore, it is along the typhoon belt near the equator. Because of its geographical location, it is vulnerable to almost all natural hazards. Type of disasters are usually typhoons, earthquake, volcanic eruptions, flood, landslide, drought, and human-induced hazard.
According to a Harvard Humanitarian Initiative study, 74% of Filipinos are not fully prepared for disasters, despite campaigns by the government, non-governmental organizations, and the media. The top reason given by respondents was the lack of funds to prepare for disasters. However, many of them stated that if they had enough money, they would prepare for any natural disaster approaching in our country by strengthening their homes and purchasing emergency supplies. President Bongbong Marcos Jr. won during the last presidential election with a landslide of 31 million votes. During the campaign, he plans to develop a comprehensive internet-based disaster risk information roadmap to address the harmful effects of natural disasters on the environment and protect the public. Furthermore, one of his priority programs was environmental protection and preservation. He also intends to create a Department of Disaster Resilience among the Hopefuls programs. Last September 25, Super Typhoon Karding affected many households in our country. Karding was forecast to make landfall in the afternoon, prompting government agencies to issue warnings and evacuate residents in flood-prone areas. During the agency briefings, Marcos is not present. However, at 9 p.m., he tweeted a video about his trip to the United States. The video sparked outrage, with citizens accusing Marcos of being insensitive to the plight of his constituents who were still reeling from the devastation caused by Karding. President Marcos was trending that night, but on Monday morning, he did an aerial inspection and tweeted about the typhoon's damage. The president made a statement after his aerial inspection. The president stated that they will prioritize their immediate needs and that when the time comes, the typhoon survivors will be assisted by the Social Welfare Department. We hope that all of his plans and actions regarding disaster preparedness and response are carried out during his 6-year presidency.
Every year, both human and natural disasters affect millions of people. You are mostly facing death or physical harm, and you may lose your home, possession, and community. The Philippines is one of the Southeast Asian countries hardest hit by the natural disasters, particularly typhoons, floods, and droughts. These natural disasters have a negative economic and environmental consequences for the affected areas. Furthermore, the agriculture and natural resource sectors are highly vulnerable due to their constant exposure to natural disasters. Agriculture absorbs 22% of the total economic impact of the natural disasters. Drought causes food price inflation, which can last for years. Storms have affected food price inflation in the 6 months of the following the disaster. But this effect fades over the next 6 months, leaving no significant impact after a year. The disaster had repercussions not only in agricultural sector but also among consumers. Most people notice the effect of rising living costs in their daily lives. However, rising prices affect the most are the middle class and the poor. To compensate, the consumer buy less or switch to cheaper substitutes.
Automation was practiced the 3 C's. We can rebuild and help others return to their normal lives after adversity with simple donations such as food, water, medicines, blankets, clothes, and more. To show compassion to the Filipino victims of natural disasters through a simple donation drive organized by some Tomasian groups was a simple act that will help the victims.
Nobody wants to think about disasters that may affect our communities. But whether it's a typhoon, earthquake, volcanic eruptions, floods, landslide, drought, or man-made hazard, think about them is exactly what we need to do. It is also crucial that everyone understand how to prepare and be prepared for impending disasters. Making an infographic, videos, and giving them disaster tips to inform them of what to do is one option. These are the few ideas for involving the community in disasters preparation. Disaster kits are essential no matter where you live.
Always remember that preparation makes a difference. It can literally save lives.